It's not the hype.
Orders are due this week at I Want More Comics and Games for many great items. Always check out our final orders due page to get your books and beat the release week rush. We work to list every available and open order comic, trade paperback, and manga so you can get exactly what you want. Highlights this week include another cover with Nullified Galactus. Stories continue in hot series like Absolute Batman and The Ordained, an Alex Ross cover on a Batman facsimile, and amazing variants like Jenny Friesen's Sorcerer Supreme, Jason Sean Alexander on Witchblade, and Tula Lotte with Catwoman. Place your order before 6 p.m. Monday night, and select from shipping options or in-store pickup. See you at release.
Well, here we are on another day, and hopefully everyone can permit Richie and his violent, abusive attitude today.
I am jovial. What are you talking about?
Just straight up going around slapping people.
High-fiving, more like it. I've always been a huge Broncos fan, so I can't,
It's a good day for you, huh?
That's right. That's right.
The stars have aligned. You're too bad about bad about your Chiefs. Sorry about that. But we are back with you another Sunday, another final orders due show. The actual last one of the year. The next 2 weeks have so few things coming out. They'll still be up available on the website, but it's mostly trades on hardcovers. We will turn around and give you opportunity to do that, but there's just not enough meat on that bone to have a show.
Correct.
So that's fine. We will continue to work for another 30 more minutes here on the floor. Just maybe, add something new to the website or do some fun stuff.
Yeah, might get another thing added on the website.
Sure, no big deal on that. So, but this one's fairly sizable.
It is, yeah. It's definitely enough to talk about, definitely enough to get together and chat. There's some cool stuff for sure.
Dave Romero's got the right attitude here with the Let's Go Broncos.
That's right. That's right.
Good. That team just gets better in the second half. It's pretty good.
Yeah, goodness gracious. We can talk about, do you want to start? I know that this is more Valentine's Day focused.
It's the holidays.
It is the holidays.
We got holidays to talk about. But look at Archie.
Yeah, Archie.
Valentine's spectacular one shot.
I mean, we gotta
those little hearts that nobody likes and say things.
Yeah, we gotta get ahead of the game. That's how far ahead we gotta get. But maybe we talk about the sweater weather and stick within our holiday that we're in.
Don't gloss just because you're all in violent Bears mode and all this. Don't gloss over this Valentine's Day here. We got Supergirls Next Door. DC Supergirl Next Door. This is like all the times that they do a annual book here. This is a 80-page or 100-page. I'm trying to remember if this was 80 or 100. I think it's an 80-page giant. Look at that ridiculous long list of people, and it's all romantic type stories and different things about love in the DC. This is actually going to come out a month before full on Valentine's Day. I think that they're combining, like, how do you get halfway to Valentine's Day but stay on Supergirl hype?
Right, like stick with it. Yeah.
I think that's where we're at on this one here. But
what a trailer, by the way! Goodness gracious, very excited. Cool. We also have kind of a here at I Want More Comics. We have a little link to Valentine's Day. Like we have not only started our store on Valentine's Day, but we've created our own exclusive cover for a DC Valentine's Day book. So these are within our wheelhouse to celebrate and talk about. There are some really cool variants for this one, however. I think is a Lozano.
Lozano's got the variant. The main cover is Amy. It's
Amy Readers, even more. So it's very connected to our world and this store specifically. For those that don't know, Amy Reader is also a friend of the store, been to our store many, many times, even when we were just like, it was just like three of you guys. And
our earliest events were friend of the store, Stan Yan, and Amy. Amy loves to drop in here when she's back for home for the holidays or anything like that and start using it and saying, see, it's a business expense.
That's right. So and we're here to help her with that.
She is intelligent that way.
Yes.
But she has, for the times that she used to spend at Comics Fest, getting to know, this was always her home store growing up, back when it was before us, when it was free time. So there's ties and all this, and we're all good friends to the point in time that you can wave on the street and get a wave back.
So support Amy, support the store, double whammy on there.
Yeah, just great stuff. But I will now allow you to have your.
Can we come back to December?
Have your sweater weather.
Yeah, so DC's also doing their sweater weather month. I believe we've had 2 already on the final order cutoff. These are the final 3 with all sorts of excellence. I know a lot of people that collect these comic or covers explicitly. I know several people that will pick up Nightwing. So.
Nightwing absolutely shocked me recently. We restocked it. We bought some collections. We put it back online. And then we found out, through doing that, about how ridiculously chased all that Tom Taylor stuff.
Right.
Is. And that there are just B covers that are worth buku bucks. Do I want to tell you guys that this Travis Moore sweater weather will be worth your kid's tuition to college? No.
No.
But I will tell you this, that if you don't grab it now, you should never want it, because Nightwing stuff is becoming really tough to find and track down. And if it's gone, it's gone. The orders are done, kind of thing. So do it. Grab it if you like it and all this. And good evening to you, Light One. We're having a jolly old day here. All things sports are lining up.
Yes, exactly right. Yes. We can jump over to Marvel, which has a new #1 teaming up with their favorite giant angry lizard, Godzilla Infinity Roar. This is another attack, but this now is attacking Godzilla in space. There's a ton of Kree, Shi'ar empires, the Empire of Wakanda. All of them have to deal with him now that he's been kicked off of Earth. He's rampaging through the cosmos as well.
Is that a Detroit Jet? No, this is all football related here, Light One. I don't even know what's going on. I know one person posted up something about being at some kind of weird Kings thing, but that's all I know today about the sports and the hockey. Godzilla Infinity War. Things to watch out for this. There are 3 covers I would bring your attention that you should take a look at. We always like the foils. So this David Marquez foil that is also going to have Surfer on it. Might look pretty spiffy with Surfer and foil. That's how that turns out. And you got twice here where he decided to war paint his chest this weird red symbol that the Cosmos might know about. Maybe. So
that's a good one.
Jose Maria Casanova and Stegman on that other one here where he is got a little null to him. So we'll see how Godzilla handles with all that. It would be funny if he just comes back and eats null. But I do have a null segue.
All right, segue up.
So we're going to go over, because it was pretty popular this week. I mean, Null's all over the place. He's in Marvel Zombies Red Band 5.
Yes, he is.
He's all over that, riding dragons and everything here. But if you come here to the end 2099, which launched up this week, this is issue 2 now here. And this little thing kind of got some people buzzing and talking.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
What's up with Galactus there? Why is he?
I might have said something.
Yeah, so Null's all over the place right now. I, being the person that uses deductive reasoning and all this, when I start seeing Marvel ride something like that and constantly hitting it, I wonder what that's related to.
Yeah.
Huh. That's so strange. I'll just leave that out there dangling, just in case anybody.
When our voices get higher, you should pay attention.
Weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that these are anything crazy, but it does mean that the character is going to be pretty prevalent in stories. That's the way I read it.
All right, we can talk about IDW just for a second because again, they sold out. But Event Horizon is doing a 4th printing of #1.
Did you know this has an extra title on it?
I did not. What's the
4th printing #1, 3rd printing #2, 2nd printing at #3 and #4, and they all say final printing.
Ah, there you go. So this will be the last time you can jump on it. I do know people that are also trying just to collect the covers. Those are the people I'm talking to right now. I want the people that want all the covers to jump in and get your copy. That way we can order more for the rack and service everybody that needs it.
We'll have a little bit there. I like that all of this is coming out at the same time. The part 5, which I believe is the final part of the story, is hitting. So all of it's on FOC right now. If you decided, hey, yeah, I've heard enough about that, everybody's talking about it, I want to get in on it, you have the opportunity of grabbing it all right now at no premium pricing.
Nice. All right, next up, let's talk about some Ignition Press, which I think actually fits in with our Valentine's Day theme.
Love Ignited does.
Love Ignited is going to be their first anthology series, and which means just kind of like we did with DC, we're going to have a bunch of stories that have a love theme to them, romantic theme to them, but it's going to be weird and creepy and crazy. That's kind of how it's kind of pushed out. Again, I've really enjoyed Ignition Press, so I'm definitely happy to highlight a new anthology. Cover
Weird
art there's Joelle Jones.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna be left with if that's what they say right across the top? Weird tales of romance.
I guess I should point out that it is written by Patrick Horvath, who did Beneath the Trees, which is a huge success. So I would
there are it's anthology and you've got more in there. So again, Morgan Beam and Danny are going to be some of the other creators, Chris Burnham. So I expect to see a lot of different fun tales inside that.
But Patrick hasn't done other stuff, so this is I believe the second thing he's worked on. So
and coming up, we will talk about it when it gets to FOC in January. He is writing on that weird DC KO book.
Oh yeah, yes he should, because his character is going to be in it.
Yeah. So when the little Berenstein Bears come to DC KO with hatchets, and
I don't know what's going on there. So next we have a couple sketchbooks, and I don't really know how to promote them, but if I don't know how to promote them, I'm a little worried about how we'll sell them. So I thought I'd bring them out. They're from Antarctic Press, and they are K-pop and then Demon Hunters, which are not K-pop Demon Hunters. I should express that especially. They're two different things.
Not turning around and saying two things together.
Right. They're very separate.
So these are blank sketchbooks. The first time I ever saw these, DC did a couple of them where they were all blank pages inside. They were set up to be that you could take these con to con, get your favorite creators to create stories into them. Or
I see.
I've even seen people turn around and use them as their own book, right? You could draw directly and do your entire book, frame it, page it out, put the panels, the whole 9 yards. So these are blanks, but they got a little bit of thematic cover. That's commonly what Anarch Press will do with their sketchbooks.
Okay, so there you go. Those are available if that is something that interests you.
Something unique, something good for you guys to know all the details there and all this. Lightman brings up Grim Night Tales, and I have no problem jumping to, hey, it grabbed my eye, and we can highlight it here too. Oh, I was going to try to jump exactly to the page, and I was just a little off. So Grim Night Tales is a graphic novel, 7 Cs. So you're looking at, this is a manga. That's their format that they do with this. It is set up as an ongoing story. I did see that. This is the first part of that, but a collection of the most haunting tales from all across Japan, featuring fantastically dark imagery. that is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. So for fans of the horror side of things, this
That
is
looks
definitely
creepy.
in this. And, like there's been plenty of video games out there that were Japanese style horror.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you know that, you know the flavor that they try to, how they build suspense and where they use their jump scares and things like that.
Exactly right. Thank you, Light One. That's great.
Yeah.
Next up, I think we should talk about our absolute segment of the show.
Because it's there every week.
It is there every week.
Everybody's reading it and has crowned it. So
we have sold out again of absolute Batman 15, even after all the hard work that Keith does to try to get those things to last for more than a week. We are back at it again with this. I don't know if I remember one that has been in demand by its 10th printing, but here we are. The 10th printing of Absolute Batman #1 is coming out. And if you've ever been online to try to buy a Batman #1, you might notice that that's a little expensive now. So ordering right now your Absolute Batman #1 10th printing is probably a good financial decision if you need one.
So I know you've got an affinity to Dragotta and the entire way that the series has gone.
Yeah.
But that In-Hook Lee gives it a run for the money.
It does, absolutely. And I will say, I don't know if you knew this or not, but like the Absolute Batman 15 that just sold out was actually illustrated by Jock. I don't know if I knew that. So I was like, oh goodness. And it was fantastic as well. But yeah, that In-Hook Lee absolutely is fire. And I think it's unique art, which matters.
I think it was, I'm trying to remember if it was used once or if it was announced and then they delayed using it.
I am not sure either. But like I said, all Absolute Batman #1s are nasty. I would order them up if you need them.
Alongside that, in case you missed out, they are reprinting also the annual #1.
Yes.
And you can have it in regular flavor. You can have it in foil flavor. Or you can have it in flamethrower or flamethrower foil.
That's right.
You have got options abound.
And that flamethrower is ridiculous by Daniel Warren Johnson.
I'm going to enlarge it.
Please do.
Please be prepared.
So good.
Absolute Batman. Nick Dragotta is absolutely the right fit. It's perfect.
Yes.
Fantastic. But I think DWJ has got the chops to draw.
He just wants to fight him for it every time.
And if we're not going to stop there, we also have 16. So again, remember, just sold out of 15.
Yep.
That's just gone.
And 16 isn't special at all. Oh, wait. This will be our second meeting of Batman and Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman. And their journey. They kind of teased it at the end of 15. But here we are. This is the finale of the two. This is a two-parter. And, I think having both of them on the cover is wonderful.
It's so good. I did, by the way, I just spent my time researching while you were chatting there and all this. So this In-Hook Lee cover was originally scheduled to be one of the other printings.
Okay.
And it did not get used. And now that they're using it.
So it is original then, this one.
It is. This is the first time you can get this cover. So it's so good. It's
very, very good.
Lyrics, Frank Cho, Michael Cho. What do you want? Like all,
I love that Michael Cho's doing one. That's great.
It fits really well.
You wouldn't think it would, but I like it a lot.
You know what's funny is because compared to Michael Cho's, first thought of style, like when I think of Mike Cho, all this kind of stuff and all this has more lines. They're very subtle here, like just a little bit of almost an ab.
Yep.
But it's got a little bit more, and it comes out great. And then there's actually quite a bit of details to all the bats in the background. So he not only came with his version, but he stayed in the universe's version
It's almost exactly like what Jay Lee did in the first one, where he kept his own but brought more to the table.
And those shoulder pads just on Frank's show.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Yep.
So now that we can conclude, Absolute Flash gets a minor, representation conversation there, but since everybody only wants to talk
Absolute Flash is still happening and is fantastic. There you go. Yes. Next up, let's talk about a trade paperback coming out from Dynamite. I think it's a really cool one of Elvira in Horrorland. It has basically Elvira gets trapped in a multiverse of movies and kind of has to roll through a bunch of horror movies written by David Avalone. And a lot of people really enjoy it. I think for $20, if you're an Elvira fan, that's something you might want to snag up.
We have both hardcover and softcover. That's pretty typical there. I'm also going to grab here and bring up King Kong: The Great War.
Yep.
Mostly because I know the writer for this personally. Good friend of mine that will always stop and talk to me at in San Diego, even though he's paid to. He's supposed to sit there and talk to us retailers because he is the head of some of the sales and marketing at Image. But Alex Cox is a good friend and really, really smart guy in the industry, plus deeply, deeply seated in the nerd. Okay, so like his favorite thing at cons is always going to be droids, like a Star Wars, especially R2, all that type of stuff. Really into that. But you are going to find here a very, very, deeply lored out King Kong kind of story that he did here. And it looked really good. It sold really well. If you are a fan of Kong at all, I would absolutely recommend this. It is quality work.
Excellent. Thank you, Keith. That's good stuff. Let's jump over to Image Comics for a little bit of an explanation on Transformers UK compendiums. Because I didn't know about this.
So first off, number 22 are coming out with their extra prints there if you're collecting all the Autobot Decepticon covers. But the compendium one for the UK version of Transformers. So again here, discover the hard-to-find iconic Transformers comics originally published in the UK that redefined the war between the Autobots and the Decepticons. So this contains material. The UK versions had more story and more things going on than what we got only in the US versions.
Very interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool.
So finding UK editions over here is obviously much tougher. We're talking about foreign comics that don't always, make it over to the States. They are in English, like this is not a translation. Obviously, those UK guys like speaking our language, or we stole it from them, something. Whatever it was. But this is a lot of Galvatron, like type story, and a lot of what's going on there. And you get if you like to spice it up with a new cover that you've never seen before. Again, Jorge Corona doing the Decepticons here on that cover. Again, seeing good old Galvatron in the background and Cyclonus.
And I will say, if these are done like the ones that they did for the American ones, these things look huge but are light. It's all newspaper print, and it's really, really cool.
I really think they kept it about the same since it's a $65 price point. That if you look, it's containing
so much work.
That's a lot of different things that are included in this. So get on the ball if you're looking for Transformers content, especially if it is something that you're just learning about that was extra content that you've never seen before.
The next thing I'm going to bring up is something I'm not well versed in, but I've hung out with Sean long enough to hear about it that I know I should bring attention to it.
That dude never shuts up.
Fantagraphics Underground has a new facsimile from 1982 called Love and Rockets. This is what they're going. It's the 50th anniversary of Fantagraphics, and they're doing replicant editions, which is just a facsimile of some of their most iconic conceptions. And I know that Love and Rockets is one of those big independent stories.
The Hernandez brothers, what they brought to the table with this is really cool. It is very much, for it to be with Fantagraphics Underground, it's the perfect home. Like that's exactly the company that you would want it. There are new Love and Rockets that are coming out. So we do have a little bit of that's been continuing. But if you want to see some of that old school underground comics, this is one of the best spots to see this. This was originally printed in 1982. So it's much older than most of the people that are wandering around in comics now. But it is definitely one of those things that a lot of creators can cite and point to as major frames of reference. A lot of adultish comics and dragging comics away from the funny ha-ha,
right, the polished Disney-esque style. Yep.
Yeah, this is much more of a serious adult themes book kind of
probably one I'm gonna pick up because I love gritty independent 80s comics, so probably something I need to read.
You're gonna feel at home then.
Yeah. All right, next up we're going back to Ignition Press for a new #1 called Ripcord by the great Cullen Bunn. This is going to be a comic book about a new drug sweeping the nation that is actually truly, truly awful. It doesn't just alter your perception, it actually alters you physically. You become a raving lunatic that's only satiated by murder and mayhem. After several people have lost their families, one such character decides to do something about it and goes on a tour of vengeance against the drug companies for this. Seems pretty good. I love Cullen Bunn, obviously, and I think this one's going to be a fun, wild ride.
I jumped over to the B cover on this because this variant is your interior artist.
There you go.
Which could be pronounced Aniki.
Aniki is how I was going to say it, so
I was going to guess.
We can screw that up together.
Yep. If that's us doing it wrong, yep, that happens.
So there you go. After that, I just have a couple variants I kind of liked. Mark Spector Moon Knight #1 is coming out, and I thought the variants on it were fire.
We'll jump and give it there. There's the main cover.
It is a #1, so I thought we should talk about it anyway, but Moon Knight has just been a really big hot heater since it's come out. I want to say for like a year and a half now. It's just been really good, and it's gone through 3 different transitional titles, and it hasn't missed a beat, which is very hard to do in this industry. So it's definitely something I want to highlight. But the Ario Anindito is the one that you have there that I think is just sweet. I like this version of Moon Knight.
This is still Jed McKay, who was turning around and doing the other ones, except for what was the one that David did? David Pepos did. One of the authors.
Yeah. He did the one that kind of spinned off of the television show, creating that new character.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But have some faith that the same writer who's been carrying it for a while, it's been enjoyable, is still on the book. So there are still stories to be told.
Another thing that I think spikes randomly, kind of like the Nightwing, and potentially because of the same reason, is that Dan Mora is involved a lot about it. Thank you for highlighting our sources.
I was just trying to actually really just throw you off your game by putting.
You really did. I was like, "Ooh, look at that!" But it is another DC Comics World's Finest, Batman Superman World's Finest is coming out. The thing about it is it has fusion and merger, which is Batman Superman combined with against the Joker Lex Luthor combination. Seems like it might have a little bit of heat. Just thought I'd bring it up.
It's a very interesting cover. When Fusion's the Batman one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Fusion, when he came on the scene, that became a really big kind of deal. So Mark Waid's still continuing his story there, bringing more and more into that.
The last ones that I had are 2 omnibus that are releasing from Marvel. One is Fantastic Four by Dan Slott. This is actually the first omnibus of Dan Slott's Fantastic Four. Has stunning Alex Ross covers for both editions.
So let's see.
I think.
Yep.
No, the ones that have Albatross, the others
Riddick.
Yep. And then Spider-Man Brand New Day is getting its third omnibus.
Yep, continuing the story there. I also would point out the Wolverine Not Dead Yet omnibus, which went through the story. This is, let me make sure I know exactly which issue numbers it is. Yeah, so 119 to 158. 119 is Bone Claw era. 145 is when he gets the adamantium back. And then it continues after that with some of those. There's some really tough to find Rob Liefeld issues in there.
I was gonna say that's some serious Wolverine era there. So
yeah, we're deep 90s Wolverine on his throne kind of era with this. And if you look at this ridiculous list of creators that are up here and involved in this, I'm not even going to spend time reading it. You guys should check it out online. But there's quite a bit going on there with that omnibus. And there's, if you want to go old school, there's the Invincible Iron Man omnibus also.
There you go for my Omnibuy hunters. All right, my friend, that is everything that I have.
I think we have covered it. We have run through it. There is always more you guys can take a look at. Please use our website, iwantmorecomics.com. You can place pre-orders up until 6 p.m. tomorrow, and make sure that you are already covered and handled for what you need. We will turn around, and again, all our other shows will continue. We'll be back Tuesday night with the new release rack. We're going to be back Wednesday with the
stream sale.
But this show on Sundays, since there's just going to be so little, and you guys will see it if I just click a week ahead right now and all this, it's already down to 43 items on that one. Right. And the week after that is down to only 7 items. So there's your shows. There's your preview.
That's everything. There you go.
It's still available. It'll still be there. Check back on Sundays to make sure whatever's changed is accurate on there. And you can place your orders.
Well, sounds good from us. If you are only watching our final orders due, check out the other shows. Give them a chance. If you decide not to, have a great holiday season and a happy new year.
Thank you, one and all.
Bye.
Orders are due this week at I Want More Comics and Games for many great items. Always check out our final orders due page to get your books and beat the release week rush. We work to list every available and open order comic, trade paperback, and manga, so you can get exactly what you want. Highlights this week include another cover with Nullified Galactus. Stories continue in hot series like Absolute Batman and The Ordained, an Alex Ross cover on a Batman facsimile, and amazing variants like Jenny Friesen's Sorcerer Supreme, Jason Sean Alexander on Witchblade, and Tula Lotte with Catwoman. Place your order before 6 p.m. Monday night, and select from shipping options or in-store pickup. See you at release.